What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This is our weekly update of Prismatic evolutions. We have a lot to look at today. I'm gonna try to go through this kind of a little bit fast, not really a lot. I kind of want to not go crazy fast, but normally these videos are like 20-30 minutes long. I don't want to make it that long, so we're gonna go speed through this a little bit, just kind of go over some couple of things and see what happens. We're gonna start out with pop reports, then we're gonna go from there and kind of go through there. Trying not to spend too much time on this, but there is an interesting thing that I would have to say though on pop reports. Very interesting, and I've been saying this for a little while now. If we go look at the cards that have master balls, their hit rates for PSA 10s are a little harder. As we see, look, like I said, this is too early. We've said this multiple times. I like saying this in every single video. It is too early to kind of tell 100% here, but you never know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? But look at the execute master ball for 4.9s, 110. You'll see that kind of going down as you would go through this. Ooh, leaf field master ball. Ooh, that's a whole different story. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I guess it's kind of easier to hit a 10 on there. Well, we'll have to see what happens. See if these kind of some of these evolutions can kind of stay the same. That would kind of be meaning, okay, look, Flareon's 4 10s and 1 10 9s. See if they can kind of keep it going. Flareon surprise box exclusive. These are the surprise box exclusives. The promo cards, 2 10s, 1 9. Some of those are getting graded already. I would assume most of these are kind of getting graded. People have been sending these in like crazy. People do pay for fast shipping with most of this. Master Ball Vaporeon, 3 10s, 6 9s, 50% for 10 ratio. Suicune Master Ball, 8 10s, 11 9s. Glaceon Master Ball, oh my goodness, 1 10, 29s. Wow, that's hard to hit a 10. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Wow, that's insane. But that's just all. We haven't really seen, there's not a lot of consistency with the Master Balls really. It's interesting to see the different ones. We see the Jolteon 9 10s, 16 9s, Espeon 12 10s, 29 9s. Sylveon Master Ball, oh my goodness, this is crazy. 1 10, 24 9s. It's interesting to see which ones are the harder hit rates. We'll have to see if that kind of goes over into their singles. We'll see. We'll be looking at all the singles, of course, with the normal evolutions and everything like that, top 10 cards of the set, and we'll kind of go from there. We have Groudon, the one that I want. There's 2 10s. I might have to buy me a 10, but they're probably crazy in price. I can tell you that. I bet you they are. Let's get down to the Umbreon Master Ball. 46 10s, 105 9s, so it is about a 50%, still with that 50% hit ratio for a 10. EX, oh my goodness, look at the Umbreon EX surprise box. 11 10s, 8 9s, so it doesn't seem like that card's hard to grade, it seems like, which would be interesting. I would thought it would be harder to grade because the way the box comes in and everything like that, but you know, just kind of how it happens, I guess. The Eevee Master Ball, 22 10s and 59 9s. It's not that hard. At first I think there was like 110 and like 29s, but it depends. Like I said, some of these pop reports can change in a matter of weeks that we look at this, so it's really just really early in this set to kind of tell what can really happen with these, but it's nice to look at and see what can happen. The main thing we want to start looking at is these SARs to see what's really going on with those whenever we can get to those. We got a Leafeon SAR, 86 10s, 118 9s. So that's not bad for a hit ratio, honestly. Flareon 65 10s, 98 9s. So this doesn't seem like Prismatic Evolution is like a crazy hit rate for 10s, I can tell you that. Celetor Ridge 31 10s, 22 9s. Wow, that's crazy. Vaporeon 49 10s, 113 9s. Every single week you just see these numbers go up like crazy, absolutely crazy. Jolteon 79 10s, 84 9s. Espeon 73 10s, 145 9s. Sylveon 128 10s, 174 9s. Umbreon 447 10s, 636 9s. What's interesting to see this, and I could see this potentially down the road if this continues like this could probably be more expensive than the Umbreon VMAX. We'll have to see though. We'll have to see what happens. You never know. Like I said, a lot of people are gonna get on my case about that. Eevee special illustration 49 10s, 99 9s. Interesting. Pikachu hyper rare 22 10s and 71 9s. So that's mostly all the cards that we like looking at so far. So far it does seem like there's somewhat an easy hit rate. I wouldn't say, depending on the cards, Glaceon and I think it was Sylveon or Glaceon and Flareon, one of them had like 1 in 20 or something like that. It's crazy. If we go through the actual prices of these cards so far, it seems like this set, the value of this set is actually going back up in price. It fell down to around like 7,200 for a while, but as we see, it's almost back to the $8,000 mark, which is crazy. We have the Umbreon, all of course, the top 15, 10 cards are going to be evolutions pretty much besides Celetor Ridge. Celetor Ridge is the one that's kind of staying up here with them, which is a very popular Pokemon now, which is cool because I like that card too. But we see there's 14 cards still above the $100 mark, and we have 12 cards above that $200 mark, which is crazy. There's a lot of value in this set, which is why I see it still holding so much value, and it's crazy. And we're gonna see that kind of go over to the product as well. A lot of the product is kind of hard to get right now, so that's kind of what makes the prices so high too as well. And what's interesting to me, what I was seeing, is some of these master balls for some of these other Pokemon are actually kind of holding some value, honestly. If we see the Badoo, $25 for a master ball, Groudon, $25 for a master ball, Roaring Moon, $21 for a master ball, Houndoom, $18 for a master ball, Riolu, $18 for a master ball. You see what I'm saying? Some of these master balls are holding some good amount of value. It's kind of crazy to see this, but there's a lot of them holding more than $10 worth of value. So there's a lot of value to pull from this set. There's a lot of cards. That's the one good thing that I have to say about Prismatic Evolutions that's really good. Is, I mean, of course it's harder to hit some of these, but there's a lot of value here. There is. Whenever you open a pack, main thing is if you can hit those, you know what I mean, like those master balls and everything like that. But as we see the pack price seems like it's just staying stagnant. It seems like it's going up right now. Like I said, there's a lot of things that are coming up with this Prismatic Evolutions pack, which is going to really see if it can withstand the wait and see what can happen. We have booster bundles coming out March 5th. I'm pretty sure March 5th, March 7th. I'm pretty sure it's March 5th. We have these booster bundles coming out. See if this will drop down the price, depending if people can get it or not. A lot of people are telling me that in my last video, whenever I say the super premium collection is going to crash this, they're like, no, we can't get it. This, that, and a lot of negativity going on right now, so we'll have to see what happens. We do have the super premium collection coming out in May 16th. That's like 2 months away, so we do still have a while away for that. So we'll see if that can really change the price. I hope so. Can change the price and bring it down, but we'll have to see what really happens. We see these packs are still getting bought up like crazy. Literally yesterday, literally the day I'm recording is on Pokemon Day, 229 packs got bought. It's crazy how many are getting bought. It's just wild to me to look at the numbers on this set. It's absolutely crazy. Then we look at the ETBs. The ETBs are just going, they literally just made a V shape. Literally made a V shape going down to $101. Next thing you go going straight back up. Look within the last month, it's up 30%. 30% in the last month is wild. And how many of these are getting sold is a lot too. We see literally today that I'm recording this, 69 has gotten sold. 79, 81. Like you can see it as it's going up, there is less and less getting sold. You can see that literally the trend lines are going opposite. You see the price going up, literally this is going down. You know what I mean? It's interesting to see that, but that's just how this product is right now. Pokemon Center ETB, look what it's going for right now. $327. The lowest listed, it looks like $344, so around $350, which is crazy. So we'll have to see what this will really go up to. This does seem like it's going with 151. I might have to do another video of 151. It's been a while, like about a month since I've done 151. 151 is still going crazy right now in price, which is wild to see. But then let's get to some of the other products in this set that I like to look at. We are going to be looking at Surprise Box. Surprise Box is one of the ones I think has a good amount of value. If you can hit one of those surprise, the good promos like an Umbreon or something like that and get lucky with it, I feel like it's a good kind of bang for your buck. We'll have to see what really happens though. But as you can see, the lowest listed here is about, if we can actually go to one, seems about about $70 for one of these, which crazy price actually to me, honestly. Next product we'll be looking at is the mini tin display. I actually have one of these. I have one of these mini tin displays. I paid about $200 for them. Earlier today that I'm recording this, Walmart brought them up for I think like $150 actually, or 100, I think 80 or something like that. It was somewhere around that price. So which wasn't a crazy price. I was thinking about picking up one, but I didn't. But these mini tins seem like they're doing the same thing with every single product. Once it comes out, it drops down in price like crazy. Then it gets down to a price that stayed for a while. It was staying around that $200 mark for a while. The next thing you know, it just shot up to $230. There's just no product on the market right now, which is really kind of killing the set and like making it go up in so much in price. Damn, the poster collections are at $40. That's crazy to see, actually. That is wild. Typically, poster collections do not really do well for sets. Like for 151, I'm pretty sure 151 binders, posters were not that really crazy priced. Okay, so now we're gonna look at the 2-pack blister. The 2-pack blister is really interesting to me because this thing is really high in price for 2 packs. I mean, I guess it makes sense. We did see the pack selling for about $12 a piece. So I guess 12 times 2 is 24, then plus I guess $5 shipping. I guess it kind of makes sense, right? I guess. I really looked to see how much the promo card is selling for, but if we see this product just crash down in price, literally crash down in price, it was up in like $30-$40 mark. That didn't not make no sense to me. When somebody was telling me that, I'm like, what the heck is going on? And this release day was the 21st. 270 of these got sold. I still have not even got one of these. I want to get one of these. It'd be nice in the collection. Beautiful promo, actually, in my opinion. And it has a little coin, EV coin. I like that. Beautiful coin. Beautiful. It seems like the promo selling for about $8, so this ain't bad, honestly. If you can buy this and sell the promo, you get these packs for about $8-9 a piece. Maybe a little less than that, maybe about $10 a piece. Like I said, you gotta find in this market, if you want to open some product or like at least Prismatic Evolutions, I would say you have to find ways to like open stuff and like kind of sell some other things that are in there and do it just to kind of minimize your cost on it, really, because it's how expensive these packs are going for. But that's just my opinion on it. The binder is interesting to me too. I'm surprised this binder is not more expensive. Like I said, I look at the 151 binder, but as we see, it just continues to go up in price. These consistently get sold every single day. About 20-30 of these get sold a day. It's getting sold for about $80. I can see this going above $100 for sure. I have like a lot of these personally. I have a lot of these, so we'll have to really see what happens. Feel very strongly about the binder just because it's a Prismatic Evolutions binder, the EV, beautiful binder, and we see what's going on with 151. And 151 binders only have like 4 packs in them. Only 4 packs. This has 5 packs, so there's an extra pack added, so that's the good part about it. All right, now let's start to get some of the cards. Umbreon, the biggest card of the set, still sitting for around that high price of $1,500 consistently. It's just stayed up there. We don't really see too many of the sales getting sold of this card. Make sure it's near mint and everything like that. You're near mint. We don't really see too many sales really of this card getting sold consistently. If we go to eBay, we'll probably start seeing more of these, but it just seems like one of them gets sold here and there, one of them gets sold here and there. A lot of people don't really want to buy this card too much, really. I see the last one was sold was the 25th. You can actually see the picture. Let's see if we can see the picture. See how good the card actually looks. I don't typically look at these and see like what they actually look like. It looks alright. Let's see the centering on it. Don't look bad in my opinion, personally. You can see a little bit right here, like a little bit. I would like this though. I would say this though. Yeah, you see that little piece right there? It looks kind of weird to me. Other than that, the card looks actually decent. That's the one good thing I'd have to say though. If you are gonna buy off like any of these websites for like these massive prices or anything like that, and you want to do something with the card, I would suggest you to go and like actually look at the physical card and see what it is instead of just buying a random one on TCG Player. Because typically on TCG Player, the people already know what they're like putting out there. They know it qualifies for near mint, but they know it's not gonna get a 10. Because people are really professional at this. That's all I gotta say. So be very careful when you do that. Just, you know what I mean, like that. Just because you don't want to get yourself burned whenever you're getting a card. You're like, oh, I'm gonna get a card that's a good price for, you know what I mean, like that. Just be very, very careful. That's what I would assume to say. We see the Umbreon. Master Ball does not get sold a crazy amount too. My buddy, he actually had this card and he sold it. He traded it in actually. I wish I was gonna try to get it from him, but you know, it's whatever. It's okay. Beautiful card, actually, in my opinion. Gorgeous card. It's on about $220. You see, it's kind of staying the same price. Not really getting sold too much. You're gonna see the same thing as we kind of went over it last week. Is some of these are going down, some of these are going up in price. Let's see how it is. The Sylveon, beautiful SAR, absolutely beautiful SAR. $509 or $501. $501 for this car is crazy. Card was around that $600 mark, kind of when this set really first came out, really, and it came down a lot. It's just literally just dropped down like crazy, dropped down like a rock. And it seems like it's continuing to drop, which we will probably start to see with more and more of these singles as we start to get more and more of this product out there on the market. I would assume some of these singles start to drop. Wow, the near mint for the Japanese is going for $229. Crazy to see that. Crazy to see that. But let's get to the Master Balls. Like I said, I like looking at the Master Balls. Master Balls are doing the same price with the Sylveon. Crashing in price. Not too many of them getting sold either. I'm pretty sure it was the Glaceon one that was actually seen up in price. Then we get to the Espeon. Espeon is absolutely beautiful card. Absolutely beautiful card. I haven't really seen any of these SARs in person yet besides the Sylveon, but I've seen that on Japanese, so I guess it's a different story than English. But I have not seen none of these in person. I cannot wait till I go to like a Collecticon and see these in person and see what the actual art's looking like. You know what I mean? Like that'd be nice to see. But as we see, Espeon is going up in price, but Espeon was kind of like the undervalued ones. Like I think the Espeon and Sylveon are like the top like arts in this set, really, besides Celeridge and the Umbreon. You know what I mean? Like that. I guess they're all pretty good, but you know what I mean? Like these are really good art. Like the Espeon is crazy art in my opinion, sitting for around $420, which is crazy. And this card just continues to go up in price. It just takes a little while. Then we get to the Master Ball. It's just falling down in price. Flareon, it's sitting for around $390. This card actually went up in price, and I'm surprised. Actually, it was around that $250, $270 mark. I'm surprised this card actually went up. I mean, this card is nice, but like I wouldn't assume it to be like the $400 card. But I guess all these evolutions are gonna probably sitting around that $400 mark, which we see what's going on with most of these. Like most of the ones that were around that $200 mark, we're starting to see them go to that $300 to $400 mark. The ones that were like for higher premium, like the Sylveon, we see them start to come back down to that $400 mark. So it seems like most of these evolutions are kind of going to stay around that mark. The Master Balls to me are just crazy cheap. They're just crazy cheap to see this, but we'll see. Some of these hit rates on these for 10s are I guess a little different, but you do see these consistently getting sold though. Well, I guess like 1 or 2 a day or something like that. It's not crazy getting sold, but it is consistently getting sold. Only $49 for a Flareon Master Ball. Not a bad price in my opinion, but you know what I mean? That's just me. Leafeon, oh my goodness, there's no way. Okay, I was about to say, what the heck is going on here? Yeah, I see 687. I was like, what? But we see it's just sitting around. It did kind of drop down to that, seems like that 350 mark, and it's kind of starting to bounce back around that 360 mark, 360 mark, going up and down. As we see, the lowest listed near mint is for 425 of this card, so it's starting to go back up. Beautiful art. Like I said, every single evolution in this set, beautiful. Leafeon, wow, okay. I keep getting surprised every single time when I first see the near mint, because that's what I'm looking at, is near mint. But these are just selling for what, $59. Seems like they've stayed down a little bit in price, been coming down a little bit. As we can see, last week it was like 63, 59, 61, 59, 60, 59, 60, 60. So it's sitting around that $60 price. It's not really going anywhere, really. It's just sitting around that same price, really. Glaceon, beautiful art in my opinion. This one right here is another one that's going up. Like I said, the ones that were around that $200 mark seems like they're going up to that $300 mark. This card is sitting around that $325 mark. We go down to the lowest listed near mint. Whenever we start seeing a starred seller, it's sitting for that $340 mark. So which isn't, kind of like I said, it's just going up in price. The ones that are around that sitting are lower price, starting to go up to the higher price. The ones that were high to price, starting to come down to that lower price. I want to see what the Glaceon Master Ball is going for. I'm surprised this is not going up in price. Why would I say that? Because of the 10 rate. Do we see the 10 rate was like only one 10 has been graded so far? But there is, we just getting started getting graded, so I guess it kind of makes sense there, you know what I mean, like that. But we'll have to see what really happens here. We do see a lot more of these getting listed. You see 42 Glaceons, and what is the SAR, 16 of them, you know what I mean? So I guess that makes sense why it's such a small price. But around like $50, like some of these cards just don't make sense to me. Vaporeon, this is one of the ones that actually came down in price a lot too. It's kind of it's starting to make that U shape as well too. As we see, it's sitting around that $306 mark, got down to like $294, and starting to go up to that $307. I mean, it's not like a crazy dip in price, but it did dip in price for a little bit, but it came right back up. Vaporeon Master Ball, wow, this is one of the ones that actually sit for a higher price, it seems like. The $65 mark. We do only see there's only 38 of them on the market, selling for about that $70, $60 price. Yeah, we see the lowest listed with a star seller is about $66. So it's interesting. We get to the Jolteon. This one is the one that are going up too. Sitting around that $300 mark. We see it's going for about, it was sitting around like $250 beginning of the month, and now it's sitting for that $300 mark. It's crazy to see some of these. I'm surprised most of these aren't just dropping in price. But like I said, we have a lot of product coming in the next month, well, like 2 months or 3 months. We have the booster bundles coming in March. I think this will affect the prices on these cards a lot. I think so. Maybe we'll have to see how much is out there, how much everything is put out there. Then we got the super premium collection. We got that coming in May too. So that hopefully there's a lot of those out there too. And if there is, these products will probably come down massively. But we'll have to see how much product actually gets put out there. So I don't really know. Master Ball Jolteon sitting about that $50 mark, it seems like, falling down in price. It seems like every single thing with the Master Balls are going the same way. I guess they might have been hyped in the very beginning. People thought they were going to be big, but I guess not really. I mean, they're still holding some value, of course, but they're not holding like crazy value like I thought they would. But we'll have to see what really happens here. We got the Eevee SAR. I wonder how the Eevee from the Fruitcake Eevee will do. I think that card won't be a crazy amount of money because of it's just like a promo card, but we'll have to see what happens. As we see, this is one of the cards that have dropped down in price. At the beginning of the month, they were sitting about for $245. Now it's sitting about that $220 mark. We see the lowest listed on CG player. We don't even see a starred seller. When is a starred seller? I don't even see no starred seller with an Eevee listed. That's crazy. Actually, so there's not that many listed. There's only, how many is there listed? There's only 12 EVs listed. That's wild. So we can see this card start to go back in price. It depends. That's kind of crazy to look at. We got the Eevee Master Ball sitting about that $38 mark, which is crazy, but it's the same thing that all these Master Balls, they're sitting around that $70, $80 mark. They're up there higher in price, and next thing you know, they're all just keep crashing in price. It's crazy to see this, but I mean, that's just what's happening with some of these cards, especially the Master Balls. It seems like the SAR seems to be having more value, it seems like. I guess that makes sense, but I don't know, it's just, I guess because they're harder to hit, that's maybe the reason why, but we'll have to see. Alright, now let's look at all the PSA 10s that have been selling recently. Wow, the poster collection promos, that's probably why the poster collections are going up, because of how much these are selling for. We see bids for the Vaporeon of the Cosmos Holo, $150 for a PSA 10, $150. Then we got the Flareon, $102. Wow, that's crazy. That's wild how much those are selling for. Then we got the PSA 10 of the Raging Bolt selling for $448. The Eevee Pokemon Center selling for $650. PSA 10 Jolteon selling for $1425. The Eevee Master Ball selling for $125 for a PSA 10. Wow, that's crazy how much that seems really low to me, honestly. Wow, that's wild. Eevee just regular promo going for $256. Just remember ETB, regular ETB. We got the regular reverse holo of the Umbreon selling for $195. $3,000. There's no way somebody paid $4,000 for the PSA 10 Prismatic Evolutions SAR Jolt Umbreon. That's wild. Oh my goodness gracious. Then we got the Palafin selling for 405 bid. Teal Mask Overcon selling for 152 bid. We got the regular EX Jolteon selling for $70. Regular EX selling for $70. Regular Flareon selling for $70. Pokemon Center ETB 100 PSA 10 EV selling for $750. Oh my goodness, the Umbreon is selling for crazy prices. That's wild. $3,600 for a PSA 10. Wow, consistently selling for that price too. Oh my goodness. Glaceon PSA 10 $13.25. Flareon PSA 10 $12.50. Oh my goodness. Regular Cottonee $12. What the heck? Leafeon PSA 10 $1,450. Wow, that's crazy. Some of these prices I'm seeing are absolutely wild. Oh my. Then we got the wow. Oh my, this sold yesterday. This is the PSA 10 from the Prismatic Evolution Surprise Box. $420. $420. $1,200 for the big Porygon SAR. These PSA 10 prices are absolutely wild to me. Wow, this is crazy. Every single Evolution PSA 10 Sylveon 16. Oh my gosh, $1,700. That's crazy. It seems like every single Evolution above, like a PSA 10, is selling for above $1,000. This has a lot. I don't know what potentially happened here. We're gonna need a lot of product to hit the market and to get opened up, and more of these Evolutions to get PSA 10s to be able to, for these prices to come down. But that's crazy. Oh my goodness. Sylveon PSA 10 of the surprise box, $202. Dang. Espeon $111. Jolteon $1,225. Wow, that's crazy. Oh my goodness gracious. The crazy times we're in right now. But that's kind of what I want to go over today. I know we kind of went a little fast in this. I kind of not make this long video. Probably be at least 20 minutes probably. But hope y'all enjoyed this. Let me know what y'all think about this. See you on the next one. Peace.